Y'all go check out Down the Valley, man. Make sure you support the page. Peace up.
Man, where you from? I'm from down in the valley.
Listen to this.
You mean like San Antonio? Nah, man. Far. Join us every Wednesday and Sunday night for live shows.
Turn off the light and
DITV Sports, where the valley goes to travel.
And follow down in the valley.
Y'all go check out Down the Valley, man. Make sure you support the page. Peace up.
Man, where you from? I'm from down in the valley.
Listen to this.
Marco, man, what's good?
Not much. I'm just chilling here.
Wake up, dog. I know you had a big trip. I know
I just
you were
woke up like 30 minutes ago.
you're watching. You gotta talk a little bit about this trip.
All right.
How was it? I saw some pictures of some good food. I saw some pictures of some type of tea situation.
Okay.
What did you do? How did it go? Tell me about it.
So the whole reason for the trip was to go see Hamilton, the musical. You know what? I think you would really enjoy it, Roy.
You think so?
Yes. It's all hip hop. It's all rap. I think you would enjoy the music.
I did not know that it was hip hop and rap at all.
Yes, Hamilton, it's all hip hop and rap. So I think you would enjoy this one. This is our third time seeing it. I mean, it's been like the biggest musical since it came out.
Okay, don't judge me. Well, you're going to judge me anyways. I think musical and Hamilton, and I think of like people singing.
Well, I mean, yes, it's a musical, but like the music is hip hop and rap.
Okay, I did not know that at
Yeah.
all. I need to stop being so closed-minded and think about that because I like hip hop and rap.
Yeah, I mean,
Never thought I would watch
your typical musical is not going to be like this. It's just Hamilton is hip hop and rap, and I know you would like that.
Okay, so if I go to a musical thinking it's hip hop and rap and it's not Hamilton, I would be mad at you.
Correct, because I'm only telling you Hamilton you would like.
Okay. Now, obviously, Hamilton doesn't. You wouldn't have gone to San Antonio and watch it. They don't come to the Valley.
Oh no, it's too big of a show to come down here. Some stuff does come to McAllen. The thing about musicals is like they tour around the country, but they usually stay at a place for like a week, maybe 2 weeks. And then, so like San Antonio, for example, is a big enough place and enough surrounding areas to sell 2 shows a day for 2 weeks. McAllen, when they come down here, it's usually like for one night, like just one show, one night.
Oh, but they have came down?
Not Hamilton, but
okay.
musicals do come down. Yes.
My wife was showing me something about an independent film festival coming down in September.
Oh,
And
I haven't heard about that.
Edward James Olmos is coming down.
Oh, okay.
Which he is, he's from American Me.
Yeah.
So growing up in my background, American Me was a big, anybody. Have you seen that movie?
I have not seen it.
Pretty sick movie.
Okay.
It's a really good movie. But it depends if you like that type of deal. It's about like jails and cholos and like, of course I like that because that's how I grew up, but it might not be for everyone.
Yeah. True.
See, Corey's saying I would like it, so I got to give it some love if Corey says it.
Yeah, like
I'm like Marco. I kind of trust her more than you.
I mean, I can see why you would. Yes.
Absolutely. I expect you to trust my wife more than me. Like it's a given. Like you're supposed to.
Yeah.
You're supposed to.
Yeah.
So what else did you do out there? What else did you do?
Well, we went to this like revolving sushi place,
Mm-hmm.
um, where we just sat at the table. The sushi like went all around the restaurant, and if we saw something we liked, we just picked it off and we ate that. That was pretty cool. We hadn't been to one of those before.
Are you a
What you say?
germaphobe?
They're covered.
Oh, I'm not. I don't care. But I can see how some people that are can be kind of weirded
Well,
out.
I mean, I can see it too, but everything's covered, so like the food's not exposed or anything.
Ah, all right.
Yeah, yeah. So like, there's signs saying what's in this section, and if you want it, you get it. And then there's like a lid and all that on it.
I'm one of those whack sushi guys that likes the deep fried ones, like the Las Vegas roll with cream cheese in it.
They
I
had
don't.
some deep fried ones.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, and they had this. My favorite was they had this caramelized salmon with mayo. It was like sweet. The mayo made it a little bit sour. It was really good. That one was, and then we went to some horror themed stuff like coffee shops, boba places.
But you specifically look for horror themed stuff.
Yes, yeah. I met one of my favorite characters. I mean, Art the
Whoa!
Clown. Art the Clown.
Whoa!
Yeah,
How
yeah,
cool is that?
yeah. I mean,
Don't you
it's
have
not.
that? Don't you have that mask at your house?
I do have that mask at my house. Yes.
Good boy, paying attention. Look at your boy. Attention.
Yeah. No, but yes, I specifically look for horror stuff. And since I went to San Antonio for ACDC, like since then, I've been getting San Antonio stuff on my TikTok.
Ah,
So like, so like, so I've been saving all the ones that I see that are horror themed or look cool, and we did that this time.
well, I'm going to San Antonio on Saturday for an
Mm.
emotional moment. I'm going to drop off my baby girl for her sophomore year to
Oh,
UT,
okay.
and we're supposed to go same day
Uh huh.
and come back the same day.
Okay.
But I'm feeling a little frisky.
Mm.
And if they're watching right now, which I hope my family is watching, if they make a comment, we might stay overnight.
I mean, we've done the same day trip. We've done that several times. I mean, so it's
I mean, it's
just
not bad, but we like sushi. So we may be able to mess with these. See, I don't mess with that. Can't do it.
see that's the caramelized salmon with the mayo.
Yeah,
That
I
was
can't.
so good.
That's a hard no, brother. That's a hard no for this. Yeah, that looks like oyster-ish or something like that. I don't mess with that.
I mean,
I
it's
don't
just salmon. Oh, this is what it looked. This is what the restaurant looked like. So like everything's covered.
go.
Uh, um, if you order something specific, they send it on the train to your table. That was cool.
So it has your name on it or what?
Well, no, it stops at your table.
Oh, sick.
Yeah, so I guess they program it somehow, and it just stops for you. Everything else just keeps going, and you grab. But yeah,
Is there house music playing?
there? Yes, it was playing K-pop.
Oh, come on, man. I know Corey would like that, and my
I mean,
daughter would like that.
yeah.
But I want some of that. So, quick story, and then we'll get into one topic I want to get into real quick. So, there's a place in San Bernardino. Oh, this guy right here likes to be scared. I don't. You're in a different realm. I don't mess with stuff like that. That scary stuff, I don't.
Oh, that's
Like,
all I live for.
yeah, see, that's where you're different. So, in San Bernardino, was shout out to Dino, is what people know it by. The city itself is a little bit, there's some rough areas in San Bernardino,
Yeah.
but within this rough area, there's an all-you-can-eat sushi spot,
Oh, okay.
and it's like $20.
Yeah.
And all the cops and the lawyers and all the people from the courthouses and all of them go there.
Yeah.
And the vibe is fun, man. You go in, all you hear is dooch, 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 dooch.
Mm.
People screaming, sushi here, sushi there. And you just get excited. And you're like, I want to order more sushi. And you can order what you want. And that place is dope. I forgot what it's called, but that place is dope. So, real quick, I want to give a shout out to our new addition to our team, if you will. So, the cool
Let
part
me pull
about
up. What article was it?
it's the one about week 2 in. It should be featured on there.
Oh, I was going to tell you we need to feature less stories because then if everything's featured, then nothing's featured.
Less stories?
No,
Less
we
than
need
three?
we need to feature less.
So less
'Cause-
than 3 stories.
Oh, well, because like pretty much all the articles say featured.
Well, Dennis wants to hear more lumberjacks. So that's coming up.
I'm trying to find
in 18 minutes. The Rev will be here, and we're going to talk
the QB battle.
Yeah, that one.
Okay. Oh, that is a cool graphic.
It is a cool graphic. Pull it up.
I'm getting there. Hold on.
So, one thing we talk about is supporting the Valley, supporting people that are from here. Well, we have obviously graphics is something that we try to do. I try to do. I'm not that good at it.
Yeah.
So there's a guy that runs UTRGV Graphics. His name is Jaden Longoria. He's a high school kid. I talked to his mom. Don't worry. We got the AOK. And he does some really cool graphics. And he agreed to be our intern and help us out with graphics. So this is a graphic he did. And I thought it was super nice. So shout out to Jaden Longoria. Our first add-on to the team is going to help us out with graphics as an intern. I'll write a quick bio of him. Really nice kid, somebody that wants to get into graphic design from the sports level.
Cool.
So I could not have done this. Probably you can, Marco. I can.
No, I can't.
He's good at it, right? So he's going to help us out with some graphics, and this is the kind of stuff that we have. Obviously, we're going to credit UTRGV Athletics for some of the photos, but shout out to Jaden. He was on the stream earlier. There he is right there. Jaden Longoria. Follow him on Instagram, and UTRGV Graphics on Instagram. So he's a young
You
kid.
said he does graphics for the university, right?
He doesn't obviously he's not affiliated with the university, but he does UTRGV Graphics.
Oh, okay.
Instagram if you want, and we can give him some love there if you can.
What was the page?
UTRGV Graphics. Try looking that up.
Okay. UTRGV Football graphics?
I believe so. Yeah. So I saw his content, reached out to him. I didn't know he was in high school, but that's okay. I talked to mom, so we're good. So I'm happy to give this kid an opportunity. And this opportunity is really looking at his content, man. It jumps out. If you go down, he has some really good graphics, right? As the Marcus Hurd one, the Nathan Huerta one. These are the Jaden Haygood one. Just really cool stuff that I've been a fan of. And, he was cool enough to reach out and we connected. And I love it. I want to help young people. I want to help kids from the Valley. He was from the Valley. He moved out of the Valley. But I can tell just talking to him, he has love for it and he has love for UTRGV. So if you are looking for a follow for UTRGV Graphics, follow our guy, UTRGV Football Graphics.
Yep.
And Jaden is now part of our team as an intern, and we're looking for more. So if you guys know anybody in college that wants to do either sports broadcasting, journalism, Video editing is a big one. We would
Yeah.
love to have somebody to do game day content, right? Because me and Marco have talked. I want to be a fan on game day. Like, I want to have some fun. I don't want to have to be shooting content all day. So we're hoping to get somebody to do game day content. Now, we're not a multi whatever organization where we can pay a bunch of money. So it's the internship opportunity, and you have to be okay with that. But if we can build this thing and it becomes something where we can do it, we will. And
Yeah.
it's all, we're not taking any money from the business, so we're putting it all back into the content. So shout out to
Yeah.
Jaden LaGuardia, shout out to his mom for allowing us to do it, and I look forward to seeing a lot more graphics from him. And he's a special kid with some special talent. And his goal, to let everybody know, is to do graphic design for the NFL.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so I thought that was a cool story. I did release another article today. I wanted to really quick go over. Is we have Andrew Alvarado. Andrew is a kid that we actually interviewed when he committed to Massachusetts Maritime. He's a fullback at a PSJA North, and he hit me up and he told me about his business. And what he did is that he created a whole website. Oh, there it is. And he created Fear Athletics. And he sent me this graphic, and he said, "Look, I'm coming up with this website to sell gear and performance and recovery stuff." And he asked me if I can share it, and I was like, "Man, I can do more than that. Let's do an article on you, and let's put that out to the Valley so they can see one of their own. Their a kid that's trying to make it, a kid that wants some extra money for college, because Division III sometimes it's hard, man. You don't get a full scholarship. Sometimes
Mhm.
you work your way through it." And he told me that he wants to possibly fly out his parents to go watch him play. And I just was all about it. And I said, "Look, I don't have much authority. I don't have much influence, but let's get on the phone. Let's do a quick article. Let's do an interview, and allow you to share this with people. And hopefully that word spreads,
Yeah.
because that's the type of stuff where, we're talking about the Valley and we're representing the Valley. Oh, perfect. Yeah. These foam rollers are sick.
Oh,
Right?
foam rollers are
a big deal
amazing.
I haven't tried it. Have you tried it?
They hurt, but they help.
What's that? Like a massager?
A massage ball, yeah, for trigger points. Yeah. Like for specific spots. Yeah. That's cool.
And it's not, this is like, it looks like quality stuff. And he's an athlete. He was a power lifter, right? So this is a company that I love to see. I would love to see it grow. I would love the Valley to get behind it. Talking about being about the community, that's what we're all about. We're going to support the Valley, and kids like this I have relationships with. Even that ladder, all schools need that ladder, right?
Yeah.
And he's selling it for $30. And he made this website all on his own. Better than my website that I made. I mean, Corey made it better. I did it. This is legit.
This is a real website.
The guy did his thing, right?
Yeah.
And I wanted to celebrate him. I wanted to celebrate and support him. So if anybody out there, I mean, obviously our reach is only so much, but we do the best we can to support him. Go check it out. Buy a product from this kid. Shout him out on social media. We got to support ourselves and each other. It's not about just saying we're about the Valley. Like, we need to be about it, and we want to be about it. Me and Marco are bought into it. I wouldn't partner with him if I knew he wasn't. So I know he is, and he's going to get some samples of this. And I want to see if we can get it out there as much as possible. Now, I'm on a diet, which kind of sucks, and I'm working out and I'm sore. So I don't know which one of these would help me. I'm going to ask.
We got supplements coming soon. So.
Oh, let's go. Let's get some.
Well, what I would recommend for you is a foam roller. Yes, and
really good? That's good for me.
Foam rollers are amazing. Yes, they just really hurt when you start.
But they're good. They help the recovery.
Yes, greatly. Yes.
Okay, so foam.
Yeah,
roller.
it just sucks to get started with it, but once your body gets used to it and your muscles aren't like like this anymore. It helps. It feels really good.
So foam roller, I'm going to buy it. I will be his first customer on my side. I will get that order out, and I just hope he does well. I hope he does
Yeah.
well. Wish him all the best. I've had a relationship with him, and I stayed in contact with him since I interviewed him about his commitment to play at the next level. And it was just cool to have a kid reach out to me,
Mm.
right, and remember who I was.
Uh-huh.
And he got on the phone, super respectful, nice family, and I wish him all the best. And we're going to support him. So anybody
Yeah.
out there from Cali, if you guys hear this, please go to that website, share it, tag us on it, let us know about it. And I even told them, get some product out here, and we can try to get somebody to maybe do like an endorsement deal for them if we can.
Yeah.
Right?
I mean, if we get some product to Roy and we see you try to use a foam roller, that's content right there.
Nobody wants my big back to be rolling. I'll do it in my garage. So we got 8 more minutes before Dustin the Rev Helton comes on, and we're going to talk all football, and I'm excited about it. But before we do that, we're going to dig a little bit into a proposed depth chart. So rgvsports.com, shout out to the fellas at rgvsports.com. Ivan and Brian do a really good job covering, the school and covering what we have. And they had an article about what they've seen the last 2 weeks, right? And what I did, I just kind of flipped it and made it into a fan perspective, talked about what's going on, did an article on it. But then we also created this depth chart kind of talking about it. So if you can pull it up, that would be great. And we can talk about it. So what jumps out really quick to you, Marco, right when you see it, if you're done, if you can take a look at it.
Well, do you want me to try to get us in too?
Yeah, let's try to get us in if we can. Can't really tell how it looks on the screen, but who cares?
Let's see. Well, first thing I notice is my guy Malachi Lane is third.
Let's talk about that. That looks good to me. Look good to you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see it. I just put full screen in it. It looks fine. All right. So Malachi Lane is third on the step chart. So in the article that they rolled out, they specifically said that Dement and Garcia are both taking the first team snaps, and that Malachi and Brennan Carroll are taking the second team snaps. What does that tell you, Marco? Go.
Well, I don't know. Like it tells me. Again, I haven't seen anything, but like maybe they're just that's where they started with Fabian and Dement.
These guys, Ramos and RGV Sports are going to practice every day.
True.
So,
but I mean, is that how it was from the beginning?
From beginning to now, that was the observation by rgvsports.com.
Okay. I mean,
So,
do the rankings change much during fall camp?
I think it is. I wrote that in the article where we're not doing a final depth chart today, but here's my thing. If let's say you're going to be the starter and you're just head and shoulders above everybody in that position,
Mm-hmm.
and it could end up being that way. I'm not saying it won't.
Yeah.
But if you're coming into the school and you're head over shoulders more talented and have the ability, you're going to get the first team snaps from day one.
Yeah.
Now,
makes sense.
Now, I'm not saying it won't happen though. The fact that it didn't yet gives fans something to think about.
Yeah, I mean he hasn't outshined everybody at this point.
Or there hasn't been a lot of opportunity. Now, what he did say, right? What he did say in the article is he said that there was an 11-on-11 scrimmage today.
Oh, okay.
So that might change things.
So we got to see how that worked
Oh,
out.
yeah. I watched Hard Knocks with the Seahawks last night, and the
Hmm.
first thing they said, when the pads come off, you find out who's there and who's not.
Yeah.
So it could be we go into Monday, and that whole thing changes.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, because the biggest thing with Malachi was his size.
Oh, it's great size.
I mean,
Maybe-
so I mean, I guess you just got to see once the contact comes into play.
And finding out what he's going to do when the contact happens. Now, he's a big physical back. So he
Yeah.
might be more of an 11 on 11 pads guy,
Yeah.
right? And he might look different when the pads
Yeah.
start clapping.
Hmm.
So I'm not saying this is final, but
No.
the fact that he's not in the first lineup is a little bit telling.
Hmm.
He has some work to do, and that's okay.
Yeah.
The
I
second
I
thing- go ahead.
and I mean, it could also just be like maybe they're just making him earn the spot.
Could be.
I
Could
mean,
be. It could be they're challenging him.
yeah, because I mean, if you look, also Garrett is behind Aiden Jacobson right now.
That's
So I
the
mean,
So
yeah.
we only have a couple minutes before the Rev comes on, but I was at the open practice on Thursday,
Uh-huh.
and Aiden took the first team reps,
Yeah.
and Fabian took the first team reps. I was paying attention,
Hmm.
which was fun. So all this doesn't matter. What happens now compared to what happens in 2 weeks are two different things.
Yeah.
So I don't want anybody to sit here and say, "Oh, we're calling them," But no, it's not about that. It's about, hey, coming into camp, they see what happened, they know what's going on, and they're saying, "Okay, this is where we're at today.
Yeah.
Today, this is where we're at." Doesn't change what happens tomorrow, right? So, as we said, Coach Butcher said they have to earn their spots, and those have been need to defend their spots, and I agree
Yeah.
100%.
So maybe that's where he's just starting right now, and we might see some more movement as we go through camp.
I would be surprised if we weren't. There's going to be movement.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, how did Clint look? Clint Thomas.
Clint was not on the field.
Oh, okay.
That is a conversation we should have.
Mm.
We should definitely have that conversation. And I think we should have that after the Rev.
Okay.
Because there's some players that were missing
Oh.
and players that were hurt.
Yeah, I saw you posted a couple guys in boots.
Yeah, rolling around in boots. The good thing is with Gannon, I spoke to him, I know him, and he
Mhm.
said it's not a long thing.
Okay.
So he said a week and a half. So I'm going to trust him at his word. I'm also not reporting stuff. I'm not part of the credential media. I don't know, I only know what they told me.
Yeah.
Right. And I asked him when I saw him, and I said, "You good, man?" He said, "No, it's good. We're good. I need a week and we're good." So
Yeah.
for Gannon specifically, we're good there when it comes to it. So
Okay.
we talk about more stuff. There's a lot more to undig.
Yes.
Uncover on this depth sheet. I don't want to go into it too much, but there was some information on there. And shout out to RGV Sports. Those guys know what's up, right? So I'm happy that they share it. I share all their stuff. I've also said before, the reason I'm even doing this is because of those guys, right?
Mm.
Because I saw how cool they were. I saw how it was. So looks
We
like
got someone in purple here.
a whole lot of purple, man. A whole lot of purple, man. I mean, I know what it is. How you doing, my man?
I'm good. How are y'all doing?
Man,
Good.
I'm doing good. So let me do a quick intro on Dustin, and we're going to have a good time. So for all you out there, obviously we're a UTRGV channel mostly, right? But the Rev does a show called the Southland Sermon, right? Who covers the whole Southland. And I am not at that level to know everything about the Southland. I don't expect to be at Dustin's level. The Rev has me leaps and bounds. But I will tell a quick story, Rev. You know what's going to say. You know I was going to say it. So early in the year, before I think it was week 2, I believe, or something, I got a message from the Rev, and he said, "Hey man, I see the page, like what you're doing. Would you like to come on and talk UTRGV?" I was nervous. So I said, "Yeah, man, I would love to." I think I only had like 200, 300 followers. I was being active. I was doing the best I can, right? And they invited me, and I was super excited. So I get on the show, and these guys were talking about coaches like they've known them for years. And I'm like, holy shoot, these guys know way more than I do. But I know UTRGV, right? So they asked me, about other teams. I had no freaking idea. So but they asked me about the Prairie View game.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna let Rev tell them or tell the story on what I said about Prairie View. If you remember, Dustin.
I thought you did just fine on the show. Like, you came in, you talked, you called out because this was the week before the Prairie View game, if I remember correctly, on the timing. Yep. And you're like, "Oh, we're going to win and we're going to show you what we can do here." And then sure enough, y'all went in, you won. I was doubting y'all a little bit, I'll be honest, because, all your wins had been, subdivision 1. Right. Yeah. So I was like, "Oh, this is the whole like Tarleton State thing where they're like, oh, our first 3 years are amazing." I'm like, half your schedule was sub D1. Like, don't say you did amazing whenever you didn't play anybody. But you beat the eventual, SWAC West champion, right? Like, I mean, there's no I've had to eat a little crow. But also at the same time, whenever y'all came into the league and when I was at Media Day in San Antonio, I said to Corey Hogue, who I think was the guest the same day you were on, if I remember. I said to Corey, I go, give them 4 years. They'll win the conference. So
all right,
let's see how that holds. You're not winning it this year, but give them 4 years.
Well, I know I've told you before, Rev. I appreciate the opportunity, man. I was excited to do it. I remember telling you guys my guys can dance, and you were like, they can't dance compared to Prairie View. And I was like, watch, Diaz and Xavion can boogie.
Yeah.
And they went over there and they boogie. So I said they'll go up early. Prairie View will come back, which they did, and then we'll hold them off at the end. Now, was that luck? I'm going to say no. But it was a pretty forward take, right, Rev?
Yeah. And to be fair, I was very high on Prairie View. I was saying they'd win the SWAC West from the start. I was Zach McKinnell and I had debates about it, and I'm like, Prairie View. It's gonna be Prairie View. They're the team. So I was really high on them. Y'all proved me wrong. Y'all look great. Most of the last season, you did have your stumbles that we expected to see because you played better competition, but you also got some really great wins too. So that's almost the best first year start you could get, with the exception of going undefeated. So I think the coolest thing about y'all, and I know we'll talk about this year, is this is why I'm personally looking forward to going down to the Valley in November, is the way that the community and the way that the fans and the way that everybody has embraced this. And I don't think other folks who don't live in this state get just how freaking far down south the Valley is and how there's nothing by y'all. There's ranches and there's nothing between y'all and San Antonio or y'all and Corpus. And so like, I don't think so the other media, FCS media, gets that you're your own island. And you are the entertainment. You are the Saturday entertainment. The folks down there aren't driving up to Austin. They're not driving up to College Station. They're not going there. They might go to San Antonio to watch UTSA, but they're staying in the Valley. So to have y'all stadium sold out right away, to have, even this year is looking solid, right? To have all that, it's because of the community that y'all have. And I'm very glad that, some certain other FCS media folks are going to make it down for the SFA game and get to experience the Valley. And they're going at the right time of year because it's not September, so the weather's not going to be brutal. But
November's nice, man. November's going to be a nice agree. So I know you're getting here on Saturday, the day of,
Mm-hmm.
right? And so you're going to be able to enjoy the day. And I think that for me, I love it. I love that I know that another media guy, I don't want to put him on blast. I don't know if he wants me to tell everybody he's coming, but we have a lot of SFA guys coming for this game, and we're excited to host you guys, man. And I'm
Yeah.
hoping that it's a top 10 matchup and the crowd's going nuts. We have some questions about that, and we'll get into that. And I want to say thank you for doing this, Rev.
Well, thanks for having me. I appreciate it, man. Fan of y'all's, all the work you've done for the Valley and for UTRGV. This is watching just what y'all have been able to do for the past 2 years and growing your social media and growing your shows, doing all that, and then working the other sports as well. It's been awesome to see. So very, very glad to be on here.
Yeah. Well, we're going to get some questions, and I have a question, just a quick one.
Mm-hmm.
What did 2025 teach you, and what, looking back at it, what are your takeaways from Southland?
So 2025 taught me that the parity in the Southland has greatly decreased than what it was a few years ago. And what I mean by that is that it was always two teams and then the rest of the teams were straight ass. And that's not the case anymore. Right. So when we had three teams in, I can't even remember the last time we had three teams in. If we honestly, at least in recent memory, we've always been a 1-bid league, maybe a 2-bid league. To get three teams in has been awesome. To get two teams that were seeded was awesome.
Yeah.
That's something we didn't expect. And with, if you take the Southland and look at the FCS landscape as a whole, there is a huge opportunity for the Southland to maybe not be a top 3, but definitely be a top 4 conference.
Yeah.
All right. The Valley lost North Dakota State. Good for the Valley, honestly. Good for North Dakota State. They both are getting to do what they want to do. The Big Sky lost Sac State. Who cares? Nobody gives a damn about Sac State unless you play college football 27 and you want to beat them. Like Sac State brings something to FBS, right? So if you look at the Big Sky doesn't lose. Them actually losing Sac State is honestly addition by subtraction, right? Like they get rid of something now. Now, granted, they brought in Utah Tech, they brought in Southern Utah, but Southern Utah could be a playoff team this year. But I digress. So you got those big two. When you get to the next level, the CAA is a joke. That is not the conference it used to be. If you look at it, the CAA is basically the Conference USA of FCS. It's horrible teams. All the quality teams have left. They've gone to the Patriot League. There's just nothing there. So then you got to look, who's the third best conference? Is it the UAC now, right? They lost Utah Tech, they lost Southern Utah, but they've now become their own official conference. It's not the WAC Sun mix. They're their own conference, and they've got a great set of teams with Tarleton, Central Arkansas, West Georgia. They had a great season last year. They're in folks' top preseason, top 25, right? Got Austin P. Great conference. So I think SFA and the Southland and then the United Athletic Conference, they could be fighting for that 3-4 spot. Okay. The SoCon's not great. They're probably going to have a down year this year. Honestly, the Citadel could be a conference champion there, although I think Furman has the better road to it. But
Kevin, of course,
yeah,
he'll just come in.
Yeah, shout out Kevin. Remember, you always say the Citadel. You have to say the in there. And then you got the OVC, who they're mid too. So this is really, I think, from what we learned from last year is that the Southland's stronger. The Southland's better. They've been working the portal well. They've been able to retain talent as well. So I think that sets the Southland up for this year to be a top 3 team, a top 3 league, a top 4 league, something that the Southland has not been. And that's really awesome. It shows great leadership by Chris Grant and the folks in Frisco there to work with the schools, work with the universities, keep the teams in. I mean, granted, we can talk about, if they sold out to McNeese to keep McNeese around, but at the end of the day, they've created a very strong regional conference in the FCS. And it's really awesome to see. Like, I did my preseason top 25 for Redshirt Sports, even though I'm anti preseason top 25 polls. I had 3 Southland teams in it.
Nice.
So, and I think when you look at the polls as they come out, there's roughly 3 with, I think RGV's been getting votes in some of them.
Some they have. Yeah, I saw that. They're we're not in a lot of top 25. There's some one had us 19.
That's a bit high.
That's a bit high. I'm okay with 25er, 26er, right? 19 is definitely one. Now, Marco and I had a chance to sit with SFA at Media Day. And the crazy part, and correct me if I'm wrong, Marco, that was your favorite interview. Is that correct?
Man, I love those guys. That was my favorite that's my favorite interview we did.
Tell
Like,
Rev what.
Why? Because they were fun. I mean, Coach Carthel was, probably the funniest coach we had all day.
Yeah, he was.
He got mad because we weren't talking about his boots.
We were talking about the players' Air Force Ones or something. It's like, these boots will outlive all of us. Comment, man. Sorry about Marco.
Eric Gray was a cool dude. He was sitting next to me. So we got to chat a little bit, and he was having fun with it. Bugs was a really cool guy also. More on the quiet side, but his story was cool. And looking at the short I made about his Be the Match campaign, I noticed his face just lit up and he started smiling when I brought it up. So again, just making all that stuff and meeting those guys, SFA was super cool.
I'll tell you, when we won the conference championship last year, Carthel, I was down on the field and he had just gotten doused in, Gatorade, and he saw me and ran up and bear hugged me, and I was like, dude. but no, he's
all guy.
Yeah, but the thing about him, he's genuinely cares about the success of the players.
Yes,
he's if you look at him, him and his father are both they've now become Texas football legends. And there was a time, a couple years ago, Carthel was on the hot seat, he was, but we've had a regime change at AD, right, which has been good, I think, for the school. We're getting a lot of money pumped into it by the UT system. And now he has probably one of the better jobs in the conference because we're getting new facilities. We're getting a new stadium built. We're getting all these things. And so it now gets to be a recruiting tool for him to bring folks in. And we lost Chris Ross. He went to Tarleton, right? Better paid. They got a good paycheck. But I don't think losing Ross is necessarily this horrible thing that some folks have made it out to be. But I digress. But yeah, Carthel, man, he at the media day in 2024, I guess is when it was. I went to it, the one in San Antonio. I was wearing these SFA Hey Dudes. And he looked down and he's like, why don't I have those? I was like, man, these came through the Alumni Association. He was like, I better get a pair. But his boots are something else for sure.
One of the things that impressed me was he took accountability for those couple years where he was on the hot seat, where he wasn't quite performing. One thing he said was he tried to turn SFA into something it wasn't. And his whole thing was they have to be East Texas tough. They carry that red dirt everywhere. And that was really cool to see. He saw the flaw and was able to fix it. And that was really cool for me.
Yeah, I think, after winning the Natty at, now East Texas A&M, it was still A&M Commerce, right? It may have inflated a little bit, but Carthel's down-to-earth guy. He really is truly a very nice down-to-earth guy. So I love that he's our coach. He's great with the fans. He's great at interactions, great at, at social media stuff. He and his wife are very ingrained in the community, his wife has a business there. They opened another one in Lufkin. They are very ingrained in the town, and that's a good thing to see out of your coach, because it doesn't look like he's looking to jump to a Conference USA school or something. It looks like he's going to want to stick around for a bit.
Well, before we get to the next question, obviously we want to get the fans' questions, and I'll give it to you. How does the FCS determine who makes it to the playoffs, and is strength of schedule part of the criteria? Now, this is one that UTRGV had an issue with, right? Because if you play Phil Ross, you play Texas Wesleyan, you're going to have guys like the ref saying you haven't played anybody.
Because you didn't play anybody.
I understand it, but this is a big thing, right? So if you can speak to strength of schedule specifically and how that falls in to FCS, please,
Yep.
Rev.
So first thing is, when you look at the playoffs as a whole, right? It's the 24 teams. Every league gets an they get one auto qualifier, right? So Big Sky gets one, Missouri Valley gets one, Southland gets one, Ivies get one. The MEAC and the SWAC do not, because they play for their Celebration Bowl, right? Yeah. But the teams that don't play in the Celebration Bowl, if they're good enough, they have an opportunity to get in the playoffs as well. But just so every other league gets one. So after that, it does tie into strength of schedule, and there's a bunch of other metrics that are used. For a while the Opta Top 25 was used. It's not really the measuring stick anymore. They look at different rating systems, and strength of schedule does matter. And you look at it. If you look at the seedings last year, there were some teams that you thought would have had a higher seeding, but their strength schedule was 100, right? So they didn't get the benefit of it. The other thing too is if you have a 12 game schedule, you have to have 11 Division I wins, or you have to play 11 division. Or sorry, let me phrase a second. You have to have at least 8 wins. 7's not going to cut it. 7 of them have to be Division I. And that's where it kind of hurt RGV last year, because y'all played 3 subdivision I schools, right? Yeah. So in a way, you scheduled yourselves out of the playoffs, much like a team like Nichols, who I'm going to call out, scheduling multiple FBS schools, have probably scheduled themselves out of the playoffs before the season's even started, right? Because they're trying to fund their program versus get the W's. Yeah. So that's really it. So there is, auto qualifiers. Then you have to have the right amount of wins to get in. 8 wins with 7 being Division I or better. When it was 11 game schedule, it used to be 7 wins with 6 being D1 or better. So now there's another game that it ups it. After that, it goes to the metrics. It goes to all the different ratings like Massey, KenPom. There's a power index that's used. So that all those calculations kind of tie in. And then what happens is the committee gets together, and they talk about the teams that are in the field, teams that are on the bubble, and then they decide where to put them. They look at regionalization some for the first round games. So like, let's say, Yale versus Youngstown State isn't that far of a haul, right? That was conveniently a good first round game. Or if you look at Central Connecticut State playing like Wagner, right? They're next to each other, they're close. Yeah. That's actually probably a bad one now. But you know what I mean? Like they're close to each other. Or sorry, Harvard versus Central Connecticut State would be a better thing. But you look at that for your first round games. When the committee's in there, if they're talking about the school that they're involved with, because it's ADs, the AD doesn't have a say in where their school is. Now, you could argue like, hey, maybe there's some Game of Thrones type stuff going on behind the scenes. Like, hey, right? But there's a lot of integrity behind it about the playoffs. And let's be honest, every year somebody gets screwed. Yeah. There's always every year somebody's going to get screwed. That's just how it works.
In every sport.
Yes. Yeah. Yes. There was a year where Southeastern Louisiana got left out of the playoffs, and they were 7-5 with the right amount of wins, but they didn't play anybody, right? Yeah. That hurt them. And so there's always going to be, you're always going to look at that and be like, wow, Northern Arizona got in. How did they get in? Their strength of schedule was 119th, but they play in the Big Sky. They get the benefit of playing in the Big Sky to help them. So there's a lot of different sort of tangible and intangible things that go into it.
Are you scheduled to do that same show you did last year, Rev?
I don't know if I'll be on it or not.
Way over my head. But I loved every minute about watching you guys argue about it. So you're going to do this here?
So the funny thing is, Jamie, it's ironic, Jamie, Kyler, and Matt. So FCS Fans Nation is now Fans Nation because of the North Dakota State move. And by that, they're embracing both the G6 and FCS, and there's content for both, right? So all the FCS shows like mine are still on the channel, but they're also doing some other G6 content as well because, Jamie's a James Madison alumni, Matt's NDSU guy. But what they do is every year when they, the week before the bracket comes out, they do a show where they do a mock bracket. It was fun last year. I got to do a couple of picks. Mine were correct, by the way, right where they were supposed to be. And then we do a live show the morning of the bracket.
A little bit late, but I get it.
No, but But we do a live show on Selection Sunday. It's really funny because the money that we get through like Patreon and FCS Gold and things like that pays for the copyright strike that we get from having ESPN on. So, but then we do it and we watch it live. So, if they have me on again, because I'm kind of like I'm basically like substitute, like if Jamie's out or Kyler's out, sometimes I'll step in for that. Like, so they'll have me on. Love to be on. I have the access to StreamYard. I could pop on if I damn well wanted to, but I usually try to be nice and not do it. Not.
Well, let's talk about. We have a question. So let's say, how long will UTRGV be in the Southland? I believe UTRGV is in the SBC or MWC in 3 to 4 years. What do you think?
I hope
Brett?
not. I hope not.
I don't think either one of those. To be honest with you, if you look at the landscape, if you look at everything else, it's now getting hard. It really and truly is getting harder to move up. Look at what North Dakota State and even more Sacramento State spent to move up. Yeah. And North Dakota State's not getting any of the like TV revenue and stuff until like 2031 or 2032. So they're going half a decade in without any sort of some of the revenue in their stuff. Now, do they need to be in? Yeah, they probably did. I mean, you have 10 national championships at a level, right? You are the only thing going on in your state and half of Western Minnesota. I mean, they're to me, their stadium's not FBS, but hey, if they can rebuild stadium, that'll be fine. But I don't think UTRGV would get the jump to Sunbelt or the jump to Mountain West. If anything, they would probably take the same Conference USA path that most people are going. But then it comes down to what you have to ask the question, right? And it's a very hard question to ask because you're holding a mirror up to your school. But what does your school bring to the conference? Why? Let's take the Conference USA, for example, right? What do they need from UTRGV? Maybe you could argue the market, the value market is big, right? But let's also be honest too. We all know this because we all live in Texas. G6 football doesn't mean shit. Pardon my mouth, but it doesn't at a TV level, right? Like it's not pulling the numbers that you think it's going to. So UTRGV, y'all are solid in all the sports you're in, right? You're okay at basketball, you're good at baseball. So it just comes down to that because it's not just a football move. As much as folks look at it and say it as a football move, it's really and truly not. There have been conversations with schools that are primarily basketball schools to help the conference there because it helps them out in that sport, and then football kind of goes along with it. There was no need for the Sun Belt to take Louisiana Tech for any reason, but they did for baseball. So, that's really what it is. So I would say, crawl before you walk before you run, I think it's great to have a goal set. And you're like, hey, in 5 years, I'd like for us to be at this level. I don't think it's in 5 years. Again, because right now it's such a mess in terms of moving up. It's such a mess. And the FBS is saturated. The G6 is saturated.
It doesn't make sense. Like, I'll let Marco give his take on before I do. Marco, what do you think about moving up to FBS?
I hate it.
See? We gotta hate it. That, right? Because everybody thinks all of us want to do it. Why, Marco?
I mean, well, first of all, and we've talked about this several times already, but like the Rev says, we haven't won anything.
No.
We haven't won anything in any sports. Yes, we're performing well, but if we can't win a conference in the Southland, how are we going to do that in Conference USA when we're playing better competition? And I mean, look at UTEP. They moved up, and they're just stinking up the conference where they are. They're not doing anything. Their stadium's awesome, but they're not winning. So, I mean, I don't see why people want it. I don't know. I'm totally against it. I'm totally against this.
I see why they want it, and I see why it's a sexy story. I don't see the value in it yet. And I've said this, and we've talked about it. Give us 10 years. Give us a couple championships. Let the basketball program do what it's going to do this year. Let everybody else move up, right? And then where we have championships and a good amount of sports, then it makes sense. But we're far from it.
Yeah, and right? if you really think about your school as a whole, right? Because y'all theoretically, technically, even though you're not, you're a newer school, right? Because the merger of Pan Am and so you're as a whole, as a brand, as the UT Rio Grande Valley, you're still a new school, which means you're all very nice and shiny, right? People are like, oh my gosh, look at these guys, look at the Vaqueros.
Can't do anything wrong, baby.
Yeah,
Can't do anything wrong.
that's it.
We're the new boyfriend.
That's it. That's it. So you got to utilize that. Take advantage of holistic. Like, I mean, I home grow your support. Get the regular donors in, right? It looks like you're doing it right, but as you go on, you're going to get more and more alumni, more and more donors. Bring them back, right? You've got from what I've seen, a great stadium, opportunity to expand it, opportunity to do stuff there. Get that in there. Do it the right way. Don't go house poor like Sacramento State has done in their jump up, right?
Yes.
Like Sacramento. I don't know how Sacramento State's going to survive playing in the MAC. Although when they play Ball State, having the ball sack game is going to be funny to watch. They like the travel back and forth, things like that. Like, I don't think people factor that in. There's at the FBS level, with the exception of the MAC, and truly the MAC, there's no regional conference. And the MAC, calling the MAC a regional conference is stretching it a little bit too, because you got Buffalo in there, right? So the thing that keeps athletics viable at our level is the how compact most of our conferences are. And that definitely helps. Now you look at the Big Sky, you look at like the Missouri Valley. Yeah, they're bigger, but most of those schools are the flagship institutions of their state. Right. So it's a different sort of view for them. But for us, for y'all, this conference is a good size. This conference is an opportunity to grow correctly. So again, I appreciate the aspirations for it, but I don't know if you're going to get the return that you think you will. And then what happens to RGV whenever y'all, let's say you go FBS, and you're 3-9 every year, and then maybe one year you go 5-7, and they don't have enough bowl eligible teams, and you get to go play in the Who Gives a Rat's Ass Bowl, right? on December 18th. Like, is that really what you want to play for, or do you want to play for the opportunity to play for a national championship at the level you're in?
Well, here's my thing. This is we'll move on to strictly Southland after, but look, when you go FBS, the money changes. And it's not the money to make the stuff shiny. It's the money to buy players changes.
Yeah.
We can do a little buying in the Southland without a crazy ticket number, right? And if we have the support that we think we have, let's do that at this level, right?
Yeah.
Because you can buy a player maybe for $50,000 instead of $2.5 million. And the Valley has a lot of sources, but not 2.5 million yet. So we'll flip on that. We'll talk about that more. But
just to add on to what you said, Roy, I mean, the official numbers came out, I think, with the donors, right? And we weren't even top of the Southland. No. So I mean, it's like you're not going to be able to compete money wise with FBS schools either.
And why do it? Let's. The Southland is a great conference. So let's talk about that. Who won the offseason in the Southland Rev? Go.
We'll know in about 11 weeks. I mean, it's still the problem is you look at the transfer portal. Transfer portal is great, but not a lot of schools have put out their too deep shed. You're kind of looking. You're saying, okay, who fits in where, right? You look at the transfers that have come in, and you really look like offensive returners. SFA is bringing back, I think, like 7 on offense that are contributors on offense, 10 on defense. I made that backwards, but you got to look at the folks they brought in too. And you don't know what they're going to be yet. They look great on paper. So when I look at the conference, to me, it's who didn't lose the most, right? Who didn't lose the most in graduation? Who didn't lose the most in transfers? And honestly, Lamar looks like the most solid, the team who brings the most power back.
Who's coach too, man? That guy,
Rosamondo,
my favorite coach.
Yeah, him and Carthel, I'd run through a wall for. Like, they
were awesome.
Yeah, but let's talk about Lamar, because granted, in my preseason poll, I had them second. Whenever I put mine out, my unofficial one out on Twitter, that it was the most accurate one, but I digress. Anyway, that's in my own wording, nobody else's. But whenever I put Lamar out, the thing about Rosamondo, first year 6-5, second year, 7-5. Last year, you include the playoff stuff, he was 8-4, and then the playoff games 8-5. He every year finds a way to improve. You know, they're bringing back great weapons. They still got Aiden McCown in the quarterback room, right? I think they still got their running back too. Also, like they bring back a lot, and that's a great solid anchor to have in conference. I personally don't like that we have to play them in Beaumont. I would rather have them at home because they're good. They're going to be good. So I think when you look at the conference, I think a lot of teams did very well in bringing in the pieces they need. But how do those pieces, come out on the field? And I think we're still probably a couple weeks early in telling. I think honestly, I this person believe that polls shouldn't exist until October 1st, and this is the reason why, because you don't know what's there. So this will be, I think after week 3, week 4, this will definitely be a fun conversation to have again, because you can look and you have some tangible results. But to me, Lamar did well, SFA did well, Southeastern Louisiana did well, East Texas A&M did pretty well in the portal too. But my hesitancy is this: you look at a school. I'm going to pick on Incarnate Word, right? My buddies, the look at
confident group, man.
Well, you look at them last year. They're like, oh, look at all this stuff we brought in the portal. Look what we did, and they were awful. They were. I mean, I guess awful. But I watched them in person. I watched them play Eastern Washington in person, and Eastern Washington had a modicum of a team last year, they would have destroyed Incarnate Word. And so again, it's that whole thing of you get these guys in, how quickly can they come in? How quickly can they gel? How quickly can the team work as a unit? And so to me, when you see a school that depends heavily on the portal, and they're using these portal players as starters, that to me is more of a red flag than anything else, because they're not homegrown. They haven't played each other. The trust isn't necessarily there. I'm not saying you don't trust each other, but you gel, right? You're with you played high school ball 4 years. You're there with your freshman guys going to be a senior, right? You gel, you get together, you get along, and so to me, that's where my biggest worry is. But I'm interested to see, like you look on paper, SFA's got Speedy from D2 from what was it, East Texas East New Mexico, right? Dude ran for 1,700 yards last year at D2. Does that mean he's going to do 1,000 at D1? We don't know. It's a different level, different talent, right? So while on paper you're like, oh my God, it's amazing. You got to see the Joes become, the X's and O's and the Joes mixed together when it comes to it. But if we look strictly at portal stuff, Lamar, SFA, SLU, I think did well. Y'all did pretty good too. Y'all's is a weird situation too, because
you lost a lot.
You lost a lot. Yeah. It's really weird to lose a lot in your second year. Yeah. But at the same time, right? Like I think this is where you'll see a little bit of the growing pains for y'all, because now you've dealt with losing a lot, right? You lost Eddie Lee as your quarterback. Yeah. Right. Although I think the guy you got that'll be behind center this year is probably pretty damn good too. So it's just sort of that thing. Like you got to see. I think in a couple of weeks when the two deeps come out, it's going to be easier to look on paper. Look at it and say, okay, this is what they're going to go with, right? This is who they're looking at. They're looking more at speed, out on the wide receivers, right? Versus power in their backs. So I think we just kind of got to see what that looks like first. But my early gut feeling is that it is a 2-team race in the conference. This early already for team. I think 3 playoff teams, but I think there's 2 that are definite contenders for the title.
What's your favorite non-conference game for the Southland? There's some good ones.
Yeah.
Obviously we're playing UTSA. That's for us is a big deal. But what's your favorite?
It's not favorite, but look at it. Honestly, y'all against UT Permian Basin is going to be a fun one to watch, because that's a team that's a team that should be Division 1. I'm excited about SFA versus Prairie View. Personally,
yes.
I plan on going because the game is in Prairie View, so it's an easy drive to go up to. Abilene Christian and Lamar is going to be a great, I think, litmus test for both those schools, because they're both in folks' top 25. They're both picked to be playoff teams. So to me, it's going to be a great, rematch, and I think that game will be telling for both schools. So those are some of my favorite when it comes to the conference. There's some schools that that are, some of them are playing multiple FBS, and that's brutal. And thoughts. No, y'all playing UTSA. I don't think y'all will be competitive against UTSA. You might be first half, not second half. But I think for your fan base to go up and go to the Alamo Dome and go to the game, that's going to be fun and experience. For y'all.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
What's your sleeper team that you expect to do better than people think?
Y'all, honestly, UTRGV. I think folks are going to expect y'all to take a step or two back, sophomore slump, however you want to call it, right? And I don't see that necessarily for y'all. I think East Texas A&M is going to be better than people expect them to be, honestly. Yes, they've improved in their backfield. They've improved on their line. And there's a little bit of, the seats get a little warm up there in Commerce too. So I think they'll do better than folks expect. I don't even necessarily think Northwestern State will be the worst. And also to Northwestern State, McCorkle, there's a guy who can turn that program around. It's him. I don't think they'll be the worst team in conference this year. I think that's going to go to Houston Christian, if I'm being honest with you. So that's really it. But, the way I look at it, you look at your top three: SFA, Lamar, Southeastern Louisiana, right? It's going to be one of the, I think it's SFA or Lamar for the championship, and Southeastern Louisiana is going to be right outside of it. I think SLU loses to both SFA and Lamar. They've also, they've got to go to Nacogdoches. And it's our homecoming game, so it'll be very loud when SLU comes in. So, but I think those are your playoff teams, and I think it's y'all, and I think it's either McNeese or Incarnate Word in that space right there, and then you get down to the rest after that. So Nichols, I don't think will be good. I think they'll be towards the bottom. I think East Texas A&M will be better. I don't think they'll win the conference, but I think they will show improvement, and that will be enough to keep those up in Commerce, where they don't have to have a coaching change.
Can we see the Southland be a 3-bid conference going forward?
I would think so. With the way the playoff is set up, with the fact that we've lost teams that have been playoff teams in recent years, right? And it's not just North Dakota State leaving. It's not just Sac State, who has been a playoff team, leaving. You look at Delaware, they moved up. Sam Houston moved up. So with the way we see teams moving, and the fact that it's a 24 team playoff, I would be shocked if the Southland's not a 3-bid league going forward. It's just what it's going to come down to. It's going to come down to scheduling. I personally believe that our levels should not play sub Division I games. And I know that's hypocritical because we utilize the body bag games to get paid, right?
Get money. Yeah, get money.
Yeah. So I'm totally being a hypocrite, but we play Northeastern State. I don't give a damn about watching us beat a team 82-0 on a, you know what I mean? The only perk to that is that it gives your third stringer, fourth stringer guys now some, time to play that. Now, granted, there are D2 scalps that happen, to the Division I teams, but I would rather us as a conference say, okay, we need that. You come together as presidents and ADs and say, okay, let's keep our schedule D1 or above. Let's get some stronger out of conference ties. Let's do a thing with the UAC, or let's do something with the Missouri Valley. Let's do a challenge with them where we do a thing like that. And that's a few years down the road. You've got to schedule it out, right? I wish schools like Nichols and SLU, and I'm just picking on them because they're notorious for doing it, would not schedule 2 FBS games in a year.
Is that all money? Is that really what it is? It's just a money grab?
It's a money grab. It's a money grab because they don't have the funding from the states. Yeah, they don't have the funding from the state of Louisiana. So that's who you see doing it. It's a money grab. I think, who was it? One of them played LSU last year and got paid a ton of cash to just get destroyed. So, and with LSU, basically taking the entire McNeese staff to run their thing now to get Will Wade back for basketball, I wouldn't be shocked to see McNeese play LSU for cash here over the next few years. So to me, that'd be my dream scenario to keep the Southland a consistently 3-bid conference, not they could be 3 this year, but Missouri Valley, they're going to get more than 3. Big Sky, they're getting more than 3. Yeah. This is how you get at that level, because these guys aren't playing multiple FBS schools. These guys really limit how many sub D1s they play. It's just, South Dakota State played one last year because Tarleton backed out of a game with them. Right. And so whenever it gets down to that point, you have to find a replacement. But when they schedule ahead, you don't see them scheduling out. So I think, to me, that's what makes the conference better is setting some strident, tough rules about how we schedule, because that only elevates the brand.
Yeah, I like it.
And no NAIA schools, like those days need to be done. We don't need to play.
Well, that's for us last year, right? That was okay.
That's not something that y'all. It's just like we played Bacone College one year and beat them 98-0, and the reason why, and then we got flack for it because it said 98-0, and we got flack. We got crap for it because the box score said went for 2 and missed, so people thought that we went for 100, and that's not what happened. We intentionally took a knee on the extra point to not run up those. But what's the difference between 98 and 99 at that point also? So
I agree. I don't think that should be done. Here's something that question that we have here. So we interviewed Chase Ames, Dripping Springs quarterback that recently committed to UTRGV. Is probably going to be a 3-star at the end of this year. In my opinion. He's a great quarterback from a great school. And he said in the interview that he did not want, I don't want to put words in his mouth, but to summarize it is that he could have went FBS or had the opportunity. But
he had offers. He had offers.
And he wanted to come to UTRGV to get into building day one and be able to compete for a starting job. And the question is, does Dustin see 3 stars going FCS with this new 5x5 rule? I say yes. What say you?
I think so. I think if you look at it, but I think when you look at who it's going to be a set amount of schools that have some of the NIL and funding to help do this too, right? SFA could do it. McNeese probably will do it. And so that, to me, that's who I think it would be, if I'm being 100% honest with you. But yeah, I think this rule and this whole thing, it changes. It's a paradigm shift in that regard, right? Because these guys want to get out there and play. Now, does that also mean that they're going to be there for 4 years with you? No, they expect them to be, they're going to treat our schools like a rental car, more than likely. And then they're going to go on to the next level. So it's a blessing and a curse, right? Like, because you have a monster year at RGV. Let's say, your quarterback goes in and throws for 4,000 yards, something like that, right? There's a school right up the road that's going to be looking at him for a quarterback and move him up to the next level. And then, so to me, it's a blessing and a curse. So the answer is yes, I think it will happen. But then how do you retain them? How do you get them to not just, trade up immediately or, or treat the school like they're taking it to Avis or something. So I think that's the curse part of it. And that's what you have to watch out for.
Marco, what do you got?
On the same thing?
Oh, whatever, because I'm going to get into other stuff. I don't want to hog it up, man.
Oh, no, you're good. I'm enjoying.
Well,
I'll jump in when I have something.
To the rapid fire, man. What's on your mind? Tell me, what are you thinking going into the Southland season? I know you think about it because I've watched the sermon every week last year, and I know you have thoughts. What are you thinking this year going into it? What are your thoughts? Give me some hot takes. Hit us with it, man. We want to hear it. The fan base wants to know.
Well, first thing, sermon, I got to get a new theme song because I'm tired of getting copyright struck because I'm in a battle with some rapper in India who used the same free sample I did, but I digress. So I'm
us too.
We're not very original, so we're good.
Yeah. When I look at here's what I think my hot takes, what I think will hold true for this year, as we go through the year. 3 teams in the playoffs, right? 4 teams in the top 25. I think the 4th team gets left out.
Nice.
And I think it just because it comes down to the AQs, right? Things like that. AQs steal a bubble spot, right?
Yeah.
And so I think that's what it comes down to. Like if you let a team like Duquesne in the playoffs, right? They're not going to be a top 25 team. That's going to take away a spot,
Right.
you know. So that would be it. I think that Bugs Mortimer will be on the Peyton watch list. Don't think he'll win, but I think he will be on the watch list. I think Gavin Rutherford will be on the watch list also, but he probably won't win either. I honestly, I think Aiden McCown is probably going to be statistically the best quarterback in the conference.
I like him. He's good.
Yeah, he's good. He's good. I think so. He's who I would look out for, and then whomever they put under center in Southeastern's always going to have great numbers, right? That's just the system they run with Selfo. I think that Northwestern State improves. I think that Houston Christian loses the CVS and loses all ability to be relevant in the conference, because that's what keeps them in the conference, is people talking about the fact that there's a CVS right next to their stadium. That's going away.
Okay.
Those are, I mean, that's really it so far. But whenever we look at the playoffs, I see again, if it holds the way I think it does, you get one team as a top 10. Let me phrase this. You get one team that's going to sneak in as a 7 or 8 seed, right? Like SFA did last year. You're going to get another team probably in the 14, 15 range, and then you'll have a third team that's not seeded. That's probably what will happen with the playoffs again. And I think it's going to be a hell of a season, if I'm really being honest with you. But that's my sort of things. I think there's some good opportunities. I think SFA and Prairie View might be one of the better games, because both these teams are stacked and both these teams will be dangerous in their conference, and so I think it's a good out of one to watch. And here's my last one: if SFA, and this is a homer pick, so you can go ahead and ding it as homer, but I'm telling you right now, if SFA makes it as a top 8 seed, they will go to the semifinal.
We had 2 different realms. I went with the magical twinkle. So I don't mind that take one bit, and I don't mind that it's a homer take, because I really think they're going to be that good.
Yeah.
So to me, it's not that big of a deal.
Yeah, there's a lot of. So the question obviously is, you lose Sam Vidlac, right? You also lose Kylon Harris, unless this whole stuff with the NCAA holds true and he's able to come back on. Rumor has it there's a roster spot for him. I don't think that's really the case. And also, too, dude probably isn't game ready yet. Let's just be honest. He might be. I like Kylon Harris. I think he's one of my favorite players to ever wear the purple and white. But SFA losing Chris Ross, that sucks. It really does. Tarleton got him. Good for him. May has been with Carthel at A&M Commerce. May knows what Carthel wants. He knows the offense that he wants to run. So then with that, you've got Rutherford, who is faster than Vidlac. He doesn't have the arm that Vidlac does, but he's a better weapon, I think, under pressure, right? So Rutherford, but then behind him, you have John Kitna's kid. Wow. JT Kitna is sitting back there. So I don't think it's too much of a home. I think when you look at the polls, folks have SFA like 13, 14. I had them 10. Because I think the perception is they lost more than they actually did. Losing an offensive coordinator. I mean, Corey Hogue wrote about this, went on this on his Substack, and Corey Hogue's a very smart guy. So I'm not questioning his intelligence, although I disagree with his with his take, because he thinks Southeastern is going to win the conference. And he attributed part of it to SFA losing their offensive coordinator, and I don't think that's as impactful as people think it is.
I get it. Okay. I probably lean towards that, like not as impactful. We got a McNeese fan saying that McNeese will run the Southland. What do you think about that?
I mean,
come on, man. You gotta give him a chance to respond.
I'm saying that to the comment.
You never know, right? Because McNeese went back to what worked for them and getting Viators, right? Like they did exactly what they needed to do. But do they? I mean, I got to see it like in performance, right? It just wasn't there last year. Now I will say this: we opened with McNeese. You got to say it properly. It is McNeese.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
Yeah, you say
I remember that, and I messed up multiple
Yeah,
times.
yeah, you gotta say McNeese. I will say this though about the about McNeese, and I don't say that many nice things about them. Their tailgating environment is one of the best in FCS.
Oh yeah,
Yes, they know how to go, and the best is they're so hospitable to you. If you walk through the crowd, right, you get into the hole, they're gonna mess with you for 3 hours. But as soon as you walk out of there, they're like, hey, you want a beer, right? Like they're they. So I'm trying to make it work to go over to Lake Charles for that game. It would, I mean, as much as I would love to take the weekend and spend it at like the Nugget or LeBears or something, right? I don't think I can do that, but I would love to make it over there for the game. You know, them getting SFA at home in August is an advantage to McNeese. The weather sucks in Lake Charles in August. You know, the humidity's awful. Like, and it's an advantage. It is a great advantage for McNeese. So, but I got to see it, right? I just don't know. You know, I would say I'd love to be wrong, but honestly, I've had so much altercation with McNeese in my 20 years of being a student and then running stuff with the Southland that I don't know if I'd want to see it happen. But you know, I wish them all. Same thing. This is the time now where I wish every team the best of luck, right?
yes.
Because once it gets to be week 0, I'm not wishing you all a damn thing. So
The rep is pretty defensive, man. If you follow him on Twitter, man, I would not go at the rep. High level trolling this guy, man. I don't mess with him. I saw somebody try from our area, and it didn't go well for that guy. So,
nope. But he invited me to come to tailgate with him.
of course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We lose, we're okay. So I'll let Marco get to the rapid fire. Marco, you gotta get to the
All
rapid
right.
fire, 'cause you're the
So,
one.
Yep.
favorite football movie?
Favorite football movie? Man, I mean, Rudy is my favorite football movie, although I will say this, even as a fan of Notre Dame, Rudy was offside, and I think we just have to accept that. Like, he was offside.
In the movie or in real life?
Both. Rudy was offside. They're Little Giants. Thoroughly enjoyed that.
Oh, I love Little Giants.
The refrigerator.
Yes. So probably those two. I know people say things like, you know, there's other great ones like Remember the Titans, you know, all those, but
Yeah.
you know, they are great. But to me, it would go Rudy, it would go Little Giants, and then probably Varsity Blues would be third.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm with it.
All right. So I know you can't give me the correct answer here because you haven't come down. But what is the best Southland road atmosphere?
Well, I look forward to y'all. I think here's the thing. Lake Charles is, like I said, Lake Charles has a great atmosphere. McNeese really does. Going to Hammond, to SLU, Hammond, America is lovely. It's a lovely town. Lots of great breweries in the area. Definitely worth checking out. I like Natchitoches. I think Natchitoches as a town is probably the best town in the Southland outside of Natchitoches. So I enjoy getting to go to Natchitoches. You know, I will say Incarnate Word treated me really nice last year.
They did. I remember you seeing that.
They did. You know, their stadium is so small. Their tailgating lots are so small. Their fans, though, are very vociferous. And one of them was like, "Why the hell is the SFA guy down in the Cardinal Club with me?" And I was like, "Because your AD likes me." So I mean, to that point, I am looking forward to getting to be in the Valley, even though I'm legit down there for 24 hours.
Yeah, I know. You sent me. You were on a message where you're like, "Come in, game time," and you're out of there.
I'm out. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Offense or defense? Which wins the Southland?
Ooh, that's tough because normally in the Southland you see very potent offenses that make the playoffs, but in the past few years you've seen teams with strong defense step up. Yeah, that's a favorite example, right? Like I mean, and let's be honest, schools like Lamar had one of the better defenses last year. So to me, it's flipped. It used to be called the Southland because there's no D in the conference. I think that paradigm has shifted a little bit. And so I think the offense is going to win you games. The defense is going to win you the conference championship.
Okay. Best rivalry in the conference?
Well, we're to be honestly, the truth, it's not SFA. It's not any SFA. It is Southeastern and Nichols in the River Bell. That is the best rivalry game. It's a Thursday night game. Those schools hate each other. You throw out the record books for that game. To me, that is the best rivalry in the conference.
Thursday night, huh?
Ooh.
It's a Thursday night game. It's the Thursday before Thanksgiving. SFA and Northwestern State play on Thursday also for the new chief. We used to have the tallest trophy in Division I football. That was a 7'6" tall Cato sculpture. But
wow,
yeah, it was 7'6". Thing was massive. They got rid of it. They created a new one. But the rivalry hasn't been anything. This is a true rivalry when you watch the River Bell. Like those, it could be Nichols could be on their way to the playoffs. SLU could be absolute, terrible team. SLU is going to come in and beat them. Like it's one of those games. Like the record books don't matter before this game starts.
Nice. What's one coach you would want on your staff?
I would want Carthel. Obviously, I'd want Carthel. I'd want Selfo.
I love Southland.
I love Selfo. I love him. I think he's a great coach, great guy. His son runs a great podcast too about Southland as well. Yep. The other D1, great guys. Yep. I think every coach in the conference has. There's a reason why they're coaching, right? Blaine McCorkle has done great at subdivision 1 level. He's got a great mind. I would actually take him. But Rosamondo too. Rosamondo, I would let run my defensive staff. So I think out of those, in my opinion, there's honestly not a bad coach in the conference. Like there's not. This is one of the nice things about it. There's not a coach where you look at him and you go, oh man, you suck. Like it's not anything like that. All the coaches are solid. It's just not the level of support they have is not the same.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Last one. Mm-hmm. One Southland player you want to build your team around.
Current player? Ooh.
Current.
Okay. So I don't know if I can answer just one here. This is tough because if I'm looking at somebody who can do multiple positions, I'm going to look at Bugs Mortimer, right? From a special teams and a wideout perspective. But you want someone solid under center. You want someone that is going to that you trust. And so Aiden McCown is a solid choice there. I would take him. Y'all, I'm blanking on your new QB's name.
Ron Hill. He's taking second team snaps now.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, it's a big time transfer.
Yeah. So I think, so if I look at ones that's what it's like. Yeah, you want someone under center who's going to be solid, who's going to be your field captain. Right. But if I'm looking at some versatility or something I could use as a thing, it's someone who's got the speed like Bugs Mortimer. And the next thing is in past years, the Southland has had great players across all positions that can do that, right? Like there were great running backs across Nichols. Nick, I will tell you, a couple years ago, Nichols had probably the best 1-2 running back duo in the conference. And so it's really great to see what players our schools get and how they utilize them. So this is why I'm going to be really excited here in about 10 to 14 days when those 2 deeps come out. I'm going to be looking at them going, all right, okay, this is what RGV is going to do, right? This is what SFA is going to do, because that's really going to help with the hype for week 0. And I'm interested to see what we're going to do with SFA. Like, are we going to have Jalen Jenkins be our starting running back? Are we going to let Speedy come in and take the spots? Probably not. It's probably going to be Jenkins, right? So how are we going to fill Charles Deming's hole? We got transfer in from Houston. Like, he could be good, but is he going to be Charles Demings? Like, I'm just I think the next couple of weeks are going to be really exciting to watch all the camps, to watch all the stuff, to see everything come out, because you get past the speculation that we're at now, and you get to some more sort of, fully tangible data. Yeah. And so I cannot wait for week 0. I'm so excited for it. It's my favorite time of the year. I think every weekend I have something involving the Southland going on. So I'm ready. I'm ready for this to get going.
All right.
I'm excited for it, Rev. Thank you for doing this, man. We went an hour. We can probably go more.
Yeah.
I'm excited to see what happens. I feel way more knowledgeable than I did last year when I went on your show. I actually know the players, I know everyone, and it was a conversation that I know the fan base and the people tuning in really enjoyed, and we're really looking forward to watching your content, having you at it, and like I said, you're a professional troller, man. I've seen your work, so don't go at the Rev on Twitter, man. He'll make you feel from you.
So before you go, I see two comments that I want to touch. One, Dennis, my boy Dennis, North Dallas 40. He is correct. North Dallas 40 is a great movie, great book. But below it, why doesn't SFA play Sam Houston anymore? And so here's why. All right, with Sam Houston moving up, they won't pay us. That's really what it comes down to, because we said that we'll play, but you've got to pay us. So now you know who they scheduled for out of conference. They scheduled Nichols this year.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and also too with that,
body shot.
Yeah, and I think with that too, like we couldn't do the game out of neutral site anymore. Like there's rules about it and things like that, and so that's why it's not there. I mean, we still hate each other. I will say something. I'm going to say something very nice about Sam, even though I can't stand them. I don't think they were as bad as their 2-9 record showed last year. They drove 71 miles each way for games because their stadium was being redone, so they had to play down in Houston and from Huntsville, and so that takes wear and tear on the team. You don't get the fan support, you don't get anything, and if you have an empty stadium like Shell Energy Stadium is, like that stadium sucks when there's not a crowd. And so, they lost to UTEP, whose other win was against the FCS school. But they beat Oregon State and they beat Delaware. I think they'll be better this year. I still don't think they're winning their conference. I still wonder how much buyer's remorse they might have right now on leaving. But if you ask the prisoners, they're going to say that they enjoy where they're at. So, I hope we get to play them again soon. It would be great because I was a little annoyed when I saw one of the top 15 things and they had us behind Sam. And I was like, we would not only beat Sam, we would beat UTEP right now. So would Tarleton.
Nice.
Might beat. Honestly, Rice is so bad. I think Tarleton would beat Rice. So, but it's all speculation because until they can get the money right or until SFA jumps, which I don't see happening anytime soon. Sam would have to pay for us to play. And to be fair, do they want to waste the game on FCS, right? When they're trying to do things. And so,
scary game too, right? It's kind of a scary game.
It's a trap game for them.
Yeah. Yeah. They're doing well. I've been following a little bit of their recruiting because that's what I love. They've been picking it up, right? Yeah. And I think they're doing better, Sam. But I agree, it's a trap game to do it. So, what's North Dallas 40? Am I missing something there?
So North Dallas 40 is a book written by a guy named Peter Gant. He wrote that, and then he wrote another book called The Franchise, which were about North Dallas 40 was really based upon when Peter Gant played in the NFL. And these books are written in like the 70s and 80s, and then they turned around and they made North Dallas 40 a movie. It's a good movie. It's not, to me, it's not top 3 football ones, but it is a good movie. So
North Dallas 40. I haven't seen it.
Yeah.
There it is.
Yeah.
Boots? Are they in boots right there? Hell yeah. Nice.
Hey, it's free on Pluto.
There you go.
That was like a Roku channel or something?
I don't know.
I'm sure you can find it for pretty cheap.
1979. All right.
Oh, I didn't know that.
It's up there in age. Probably hasn't. I haven't seen it in probably 20 years. Who knows how well it's aged? But let's be honest. There's some movies that you go back and there's movies made in the past 30 years. You go back and watch and you're like, damn, that did not age well.
Yeah.
The Wildcats. The Wildcats had Wesley Snipes, Woody Harrelson.
Oh,
actors, man. The Wildcats was good.
I didn't think about this, but what was it? The program. was an
Oh,
awesome
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
football movie. It
I saw
totally
that in
slipped my
the movie.
mind. Yeah, the program
And I
was a
saw that because the whole scene where they laid down on the highway was cut.
yeah.
I saw it before they cut it as a junior high kid at the movie theaters with my father for my birthday,
Yeah.
which was a huge deal. So yeah, that was a great movie.
It was
That's a
it it's
movie.
it's a great movie. It's all worth it. I mean, most movies about football are pretty solid. I mean, I can't. I'm trying to think of one that I was like, God, this movie's awful. That was a football movie, and I mean, I don't have one that in my mind that I'm like, this was absolutely
I
ass.
mean,
terrible.
one sneaky one's Radio. I like Radio. That's
Radio,
a great,
that was a good one.
Mm.
Radio's a good movie. So there's some really good ones that you don't think about that I think get some love. And we always ask this question because we're fans. But
That's a good
Brett,
question. I like that, and that's a good one. I'm gonna remember that for might steal that for my guests when I bring them on.
do it, man. Do
I will say too. Definitely want to get y'all on as the season goes on as well. I've already talked to I have my usual slate of guests like Zach McKinnell from the Blue Bloods will show up.
Yeah, we had him on before.
Yeah, Zach
Solid.
is the salt of the earth guy. Fun guy. I'm trying to get him to come to Nacogdoches. I'm like, man, listen, I know you can get your field credentials, but why don't you come and not work and hang out and have a time? But yeah. But no, it's going to be an exciting year. It's great to see as much coverage as we're seeing of the conference, both at the school level and the conference level. And that's the sort of thing that only helps our level of football. You look, I put a tweet out today about, the Lake Charles paper supposedly going to Tuesday to Thursday. Yeah. And Jim Gazzolo, who I think is a clown. I really do think he's a clown.
You still have nice words for him.
Yeah. But again, to lose a guy who has covered a team for that long, who's been their beat writer, who's done that, to lose that's a lot of relationship, a lot of knowledge, a lot of stuff to lose, and it's a scary thing when you see that. So, while I didn't like his writing, I definitely hope he lands somewhere. But it's also too, that's one of those weird signs of the times, like things like this, what we're doing is going to be what gets our level of football noticed, unless you live in South Dakota or Montana. But even then, the Jackrabbit Illustrated guys, right, they're well known in their state because of the coverage that they do. So definitely my thing to y'all's fans, because obviously you come here to watch the show unless you're a sicko like me who enjoys the Southland. You're here supporting your school. I would say go look at the other media, both national media and local media across the conferences, across you've got Sam Herder, you've got the Blue Bloods, you've got Kevin Marshall and his FCS, was it Nation Radio, right? You've got those national shows like that. You got Sammy Aiken, who is awesome, dude.
He's a good dude. We're gonna have him on.
Ran into him drunk in Nashville randomly at a bar.
No
It was
way.
great. Yeah.
Was he drunk? That's the question.
Huh?
Was he drunk also?
I'm not going to answer that because he's not on this thing. No, he was. I mean, so to be fair, he was. They were having a great time up there.
Good.
It was all the what is all the what is it called? Sky. What there's their sports group up there.
Skyline, I want to say.
Yeah, Skyline or something like that. Like they were
Yeah.
all up there. It's a crowded bar. So the those of us who do the Fans Nation podcast, we go to the national championship game every year, no matter who's in it. So we would go to Frisco every year, but all the media folks are there. And so last year, getting to do it Nashville last year was a lot of fun. Honestly, I would say even if your team is out there, you should go check it out because it is a blast.
Is it in Nashville again?
Yeah, it's in Nashville. It's on January the 11th. They moved it back a week to not have. I think there was a thing with the college football playoff, and they didn't want to overlap. So it's at Vanderbilt's stadium, which, let's be honest, other than the new end zone things that they put on, the rest of that stadium's a dump. But
I don't know. I saw that. And Marco, we got to write that down, man. I would love to go. And
it's worth going to
there's
to
a
go.
nonstop flight from McAllen to Nashville.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's a Monday night game. But the tickets will go on sale in September, I think. So Brendan, who does Jackrabbit Illustrated, myself, Chris Hammond, who he's been part of the podcast stuff behind the scenes. We all got tickets in the South End Zone Club section. I think we paid like $180 for them, but it was there was food, there was booze. It was like, yes, the bar, and it was cool because all the higher ups for the conference were above us in the suite. So like Chris Grant was upstairs, right? Kyle Grooms, who was at the United, now is at Missouri Valley, was up there. I talked to him for about an hour at the game. 80s, things like that were running in the, so from a media, or as Kevin might call some of us media, but from a media perspective, getting to be in there and interact and, having people come up to me and be like, man, I love watching, listening to your show or watching your show. I'm like, okay. I'm like, thanks. I was like, you should watch these other guys. They're better. But getting to do that, I would say for y'all, like you should try to go. It's so much fun. It's so worth
Just wrote that down. I'll be honest, I hadn't even thought about it. Yeah. But I think it'll be cool even if nobody talks to us. But as long as you talk to us and Kevin
we'll go to Nashville. That's cool enough.
That's cool enough, right? And I know I know Kevin, and I know Zach.
I want to see their new. I want to see their new goalpost after they threw it in the river last year. So.
It's great. The hotels, honestly, over down by Vanderbilt aren't bad. I mean, some people stay downtown, right? And if you haven't been to Nashville, staying downtown is worth doing. But like we stayed down right next to the stadium because on game day we just basically walked out of the hotel and started walking the tailgates. We did a live podcast of the stadium in the background. So for us, just from a strategic thing, it's great. But like, just go experience. If you're a fan of the FCS, just go. That was probably the best environment for a national championship game I've ever been to, other than when North Dakota State played South Dakota State, and South Dakota State won their first one. But like that environment, I mean, it was packed. Montana State brought a crowd. Illinois State brought a crowd. It was just the environment was amazing. Almost getting chills just watching how it was. And I got to go experience Montana State in person last year in the playoffs, and
great.
And their environment they had there in Bozeman, man, it was even bigger in Nashville. And so if you're a fan of the subdivision, get your tickets. They'll be going on sale. You can go to NCAA and NCAA.com, and I believe you can get on the pre-sale list, but go. It is so worth going to.
Well, let us know when you get yours, and we will buy it for you. And I promise we will not mess up the mood. And we like that. Doesn't drink, so he'll be our driver. I drink, so we can have a good time. We have a driver no matter what. So you get your tickets, and we'll get the same tickets in the same area and have a good time.
Yeah. That's what we do. So as a group, we talk to each other. And we're like, okay, let's get them, because honestly, you can, I mean, if you're in the same area, I mean, where we were, like the rows higher up, nobody was sitting in anyway. Right. So it worked out like perfectly. And so, that absolutely, we'll let you know what we're doing. Because again, it's, we all do this, right? We all podcast this. We all do shows on this. It's fun. And I appreciate y'all having me on. Looking forward to the season. This is getting excited. This will be a great year for the Southland.
Yeah.
Now, we appreciate you coming on, and we thank you for doing this. And you've always been super cool to me. So for me, it's a big thank you. I look up to you when it comes to it, and I look forward to having a good time when you come down. And
hell yeah,
tailgate, and we'll have some fun, and we'll put you. I think we have tickets to the suite that game. I guess.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
We'll have you get to check out a suite maybe at the.
That would be sick, because I was gonna beg your athletic department for field access. I was
gonna beg. Don't get me wrong. It's a whole different story between the suite and the field. But we'll definitely we'll hook you. We'll do whatever we can.
Hell yeah, that'd be awesome. I look forward to seeing the facilities down there. I look forward to and I look forward to seeing the environment. I look forward to seeing, all the fans, and my team will be playing, but I mean, I look forward to meeting all the Vaquero fans. I mean, I've got y'all's swag up in my closet upstairs, so I look forward to interaction. So if you see me at the game, walking around, because I'll be wearing purple and white, stop me. Like, let's say hi. Let's have a beer. Let's hang out. That's the best part about that.
We look forward to it, man. We appreciate you doing this, man. You're a pro, and if you ever need anything from us, we're a text away. So
for sure,
thank you. I appreciate it.
Thanks, y'all.
All right, take it easy.
Have a good night.
Hey, you too. See you.
It's always do you just click X to get out of here, or you just stay here? There it is. Man, that was fun.
Yep.
What do I need to do? I'm missing something here. I gotta get off.
Oh.
Oh, there it is.
There you go. I just take him off the screen.
Now we're good. What is this? What's Ray Ray's on? Favorite item? Whataburger's number 2 with cheese. Where did this come from, Ray Ray?
It's my question of the night. You don't read the things at the bottom?
No, I don't. Hold on, let me read it. Wait for it to come back.
I put a question of the night every week or every show.
I know, and I always get because I'm not good at this, so I have to concentrate. So I'm so concentrated on just not sounding like a Neanderthal like I am, right? And I don't read stuff because I can't multitask. So, what is your favorite item from Whataburger? What's yours, Marco?
Well, Whataburger number 2 with cheese, same as Ray. I don't do the toasted bun, but I only do pickles and onions. I don't do lettuce or tomatoes. And I get a large fries with regular ketchup. I put salt in the ketchup, and then root beer.
Salt in the ketchup?
Yes.
Not pepper. I've seen the pepper thing.
No, salt.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know what number I get. I get the triple.
I think that's number 3.
Okay, I do a 2-meal situation.
Because I think it's the single is 1, the double's 2, the triple's 3, I think.
That would make sense. So I do the number 3 with bacon, grilled onions, extra pickles, lettuce, no tomato. I don't really mess with tomato too much, even though I love ketchup. And
Corey doesn't either. Yeah.
Sometimes I get that creamy whatever jalapeno stuff.
Yeah, salt in the ketchup, Rev. Yes. It's
understand
really good.
You're talking to a fat boy here. I get it, but I've heard salt? It's not salty enough?
I mean, it gets saltier with the salt in the ketchup, and that's good.
I get it, man. Well, I thought that was cool. I thought, everything about it was cool. It's night and the cool part about doing this, and we talk about this all the time, is where we came from to where we are now.
Mm-hmm.
And I can honestly say, man, when I was on that show with them last year, I was so overwhelmed. I was so nervous, and they were talking about it, and I just man, I got to get better at this, right? And I took it as a challenge. And today's conversation,
man, Rev's already talking smack about Whataburger. Come on, man.
I'm telling you, man, you don't want to go back and forth with that cat. He's solid. He's a witty dude, and he's a sales guy too.
Hey, so, I am too.
Yeah, so that would be a funny one if you guys ever do it. But he's respectful with it. He doesn't mess with it. Next
yeah.
What are the latest you've gone? The latest? Oh, what's the last time you've gone to Whataburger?
No, the latest time.
Oh, I'm guilty of ordering it at 12 o'clock to get delivered. Absolutely, not recently.
I've never done that, but I have gone late at night while on a vacation somewhere. But no, I don't like to order because it's too expensive.
Marco.
Yeah.
I'm so hungry, man.
I'm thinking I had Whataburger earlier, and I'm thinking about it again.
I went to Vermilion's yesterday.
What is Vermilion's?
Vermilion's is a famous Brownsville spot.
Okay.
Vermilion's Waterhole. When you come to Brownsville, I'll take you there. It's just a solid spot. Their ceviche is bomb. Their beans are like chorizo beans.
Oh.
It's so good. And I went there and I cheated yesterday, and I enjoyed every minute about it. I loved it.
Okay.
But usually my wife is a Whataburger girl, so she'll let's go to Whataburger, and that's our cheat meal. And we didn't do that this week. So I can promise you that I won't get Whataburger in the next couple of days because my love handles are just talking to me. But hold on. But
they're crying. They're crying.
Your boy's down 15 pounds. Ooh, look at you got a little something going on.
Yeah.
You know, one step at a time. At a time, your boy's playing. You know, I'm not gonna give up. Being hungry sucks, and you know, the wife is awesome, giving me like fruits and stuff. But man, I'm just so hungry, and it's
Yeah.
not
I mean, that's
good.
one thing I'd recommend to you is maybe adding protein to your stuff, like protein powder, like a drink or whatever.
She brought some protein bars today.
That'll help fill you up
I
or
need to
make
do it.
you feel full longer.
Well, I'm messing up, dog. Like I'm not doing good sometimes with breakfast.
Mm.
Like I'm not like doing that. So I'm messing up. Now, Ray was in my hood today and didn't even clock in.
Mm. You've done that to me, so
That's not true. I always tell you I'm going to be there, and I put it up to you to find out if you want to hang out. I
do
always
you?
tell you. I do, and I don't stress the hangout because I want you to want to hang out with me and text me, hey, let's hang out.
Well, usually I'm busy.
You are usually busy.
Yeah.
But I'm just telling you what I do. Now, Ray came into the hood. Ray, you passed San Benito, you need to call me, dog. But you came all the way to Brownsville, and you went to Ultimo Tacos, dog, which is one of the better taco places in Brownsville also.
And you were at the same place.
I was there Friday, Saturday. I wasn't there today.
Oh, he went to the one today. Okay.
He went to the men's one today.
Mm.
The women's one I went to, but it was hot, yo. And
Yeah.
I mean, it was fun. I stayed for the first half, and it was a good time. A good turnout for the men's women's soccer.
Okay.
Nice goal that I saw. Was able to do that, and it was fun. Now, I did tell the men's soccer team, you'll be proud of me. I sat next to him up on top of the stadium. I said, hey, man, you guys don't get a lot of love on social media. And I was like, I have a page that we follow, UTRGV, and I don't see anything about you guys. And he was like, yeah, I know. I felt bad for him. One of the players. So hopefully we can get more soccer content.
Well, I'm trying, but there's nothing to get stuff from.
I don't blame you, man. I don't blame you one bit. I don't blame you one bit. We're doing the best we can. Now, we cover a lot of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
We're covering volleyball, UTRGV volleyball. We're going to cover football, obviously.
High school volleyball?
Volleyball, which if you don't know, Diamond, my boy over here, is like the volleyball freaking king right now because he did such a good job at the media day, right? If you haven't checked out his Facebook, go check out Diamond TV Facebook. He's building it. He's like, what, 2,300 followers now?
26.
Oh, it's up to 26 now?
Yeah.
You got to be kidding me. Are you serious?
I don't even know where these people are coming from.
Don't complain.
No, I'm not. I'm just like, it's just like, where are these people coming from?
Well, hey, I'll be honest, and I know you're going to be humble. They're coming because of your content that you just created the last couple weeks, and it's awesome.
Yeah, 26.
Wow, it's insane. So Facebook volleyball is a big one. Tuesday, we're going to see Maddie. I think I might go, man.
Oh, awesome! Yeah.
What time are you going to leave?
Well, the game's at 7, so I mean, I could leave at 6:50 and get there before the game. Like, it's literally around the corner for me. But
that's the night in San Antonio on Saturday.
Take your daughters to that sushi place, that revolving sushi place.
I know. I was hoping that they commented on here and told me that we should stay in San Antonio, but they didn't.
Well, I'll decide for you. Just stay.
I'm gonna stay. I'm gonna try.
Yeah, stay.
I'm gonna look at the rusty nickels I have on the bottom of my drawer and see if I can put them together.
Yeah, just get the hotel and you don't even have to tell them.
Well, I got my dad's best friend, who I call my Uncle Norm. It lives in Seguin. It's like 45 minutes east of San Antonio.
Yeah.
So I can always go over there. That's like my family. It's like, He's known me my whole life since I was born.
Well, then this is what you do. You pretend like you're going to come home, but you just drive to Seguin.
You got to pack for that.
Huh?
You got to pack for the overnight trip.
They don't have to know. Book the hotel and enjoy some puffy nachos. Puffy tacos. What's a puffy taco?
I want to say they're the ones that are fried, deep fried.
Oh, my mom makes those. They're so good.
They don't do them down here as much. I like puffy tacos too. They don't.
My mom does. My mom makes those.
They're very much a cheat meal for me. So your boy can't eat those as much, but I don't know, man. I just want to cheat and stay fat. But I gotta
hey, how about this? Let's come early. We'll go eat somewhere before the volleyball game Tuesday.
I will. I think I'm gonna go, man, because my wife is working. My youngest daughter will be here, but she's not starting school yet. So, yeah, I think I'm gonna go. I'll let you know. Let you know about it. So, I think we're good, man. Anything else you want to go over?
No, y'all don't do white people Tex-Mex like the rest of us. No, we got the real Tex-Mex, bro.
Right, but see, the puffy tacos are different than the taco shell.
Yeah, like
we don't mess with the taco shell.
My mom does puffy tacos.
Yeah,
but not taco shells.
Is Ray trying to go to the game with us?
I don't know.
Ray, you trying to go to the game? Like, I mean, they already have a podcast called The Heavyweights.
You're just saying random things, Ray. You got to be more specific.
Yeah. So if you say you would like to go to the game with us, me and Ray are the big boys. Marco's like a, medium-sized big boy. me and Ray walk in, and like, look at these big dudes. And then there's Marco, like, well, he's not as big as us. So we're kind of a funny group of big fools. So, you can't miss us at all.
Yeah, that's true. Oh, only one person commented on my thing on Facebook about who's going to be there at the game Tuesday.
Yeah, it was like a volleyball page, right?
It was Mission Veterans. They commented, "We'll be there."
Okay. I'll be there. Well, we'll be
They're
there
playing.
Too.
They're playing. Yeah.
And that's a big game, right? It's not a scrimmage, is it?
No, it's the first game of the season.
It's gonna be fun. Well, I'm down to go. I'm gonna make some plans on it. Really enjoyed Dustin coming on. Happy to do that. We'll talk about the depth chart the next show, but we got a big one coming up Wednesday. Obviously, Dustin's at the same level or bigger, but Matt Stepp on Wednesday's coming on. He's been on the show before. He's coming back on. So anybody out there that wants to ask questions of Matt Stepp, please jump on and you can ask questions to him. Obviously, pretty much the insider of Texas high school football.
Yeah, we'll be talking, Valley High School football, get his thoughts on that. And
he's got some cool stories, man. He's got a lot of the last show he came on, he dropped some nuggets, and he's a food guy. He loves his food, and so we can talk about food. So we have him. I also got to get back with the coach. I don't know if you remember that.
The coach.
Jump on.
The coach. Which
a coach.
I don't remember.
Coach. Related to one of the coaches we interviewed.
Oh, yes, I remember now.
Okay, now you remember. I had to follow up with him and see if he wants to jump on. So that's Wednesday. We also have volleyball, a volleyball coverage person that potentially that I have to get with to see if she can come on. And then we have Samuel Kim. What else we got going on, man? It's time. It's football season, man. So we're gonna start leaning into it. And
Matt Stepp.
What else we got?
Ramos and Ramos placeholder.
Oh, that's Palacios. That's RGV Sports. So they said they'll come on. Then we got Akim on the 19th, and then the 23rd is the Sunday before the season starts.
The 20th, yeah. We don't have anybody there.
We're gonna have a lot of stuff to talk about. We got high school. We got we're gonna talk about UTRGV, right?
Yeah.
So got to get with Eddie Lee and see when he's gonna come on. So hopefully he can come on the 23rd and see what's cracking there. And We got a couple other things going on. So just excited to do this, excited to look forward to this every day. We're trying to build something that you guys can be proud of.
Mhm.
And the quality of guests like Rev, Samuel Kim, all the people that we're getting on are just, people that know more than us is the way we go.
Yeah.
Right. And if they don't know more than us, they're just going to be cool to talk to.
Yeah, exactly.
Ray knows more than us, and he's cool to talk to.
Yeah.
Right. So we'll get Ray on too. And maybe we can get KJ Doyle. He's a cool cat. Maybe Brett
Oh, yeah.
Holmes. He's always been cool. We got Gully out there. Megan,
Hey,
out
reach
there.
back out to Megan. Yeah.
She likes you more than me.
I mean,
she responds more to you.
Okay.
That's not true. She's nice. She's nice to all of us. So
I'll reach out to her.
It's starting, man.
Yeah.
This football season is on like Donkey Kong.
Yes, and well, now I mean, volleyball season, high school volleyball season is also coming on.
You're a volleyball insider now, so we got to keep that up.
I have to start covering. So
get on it, man. Well, I appreciate you, appreciate Rev, and appreciate everybody tuning in. Looks like we're up to 51 people right now, so shout out to you guys for taking time out of your night to come follow us and hang out with us. And we promise to give you more stuff, man. So football season's here, and we're happy. It's a good time right now. It's a good time to have a media page.
It is. Right?
It's a good time, and it's a good time to have information, and it's a good time to have smarter people that know ball come and talk to us. And we're going to do it. And we'll talk a little ball. We got a little bit of knowledge. I got a nice little 32-6A football article ready. I'm going to drop that tomorrow.
Oh, district preview?
Yeah, football.
Okay. You got to let me know which ones you're doing, because I was going to do some football ones too.
Okay, I got 32-6A ready.
Okay, well, just we'll split it up. We'll figure out what we're doing. Yeah,
we'll figure it out. That one I worked on this morning. Today was all about just content, man.
Yeah, so I'm reposting the volleyball ones I had on 956 Sports, or no, DITV Sports. I'm reposting those for the new website, DITV 956.
956.com.
Yeah, and then I have 5 more. I've got the sub 5A districts that I'll be posting for volleyball.
Nice, man. Well, we're busy.
So, yep.
I'll take a 32-6A. Do you want me to take 5A or no?
We'll figure it out. There's a lot more districts in football, so we need to. We'll split it up. We'll figure it out.
Okay. All right, man. I'll let you go. I'm going to see what the fan band's doing. It's 10 o'clock. Time to get ready for Monday. But had a good time, and we'll see you guys next time.
Yep. All right. Good night.
Peace.